Alright, what's going on, everyone? It's Jack. I know it's been a while. I'm gonna do this in one take. I'm not gonna cut this up a bunch. I'm not gonna add intros, outros, nothing. Just putting it out there, uploading it, and that's that. So, I'm sorry that I've been gone as long as I have. It's been about a month since my last video, and I really don't like taking hiatuses that long, especially since I've started trying to be more consistent with the channel. And 2021, I'm going to try to do things differently, because the way that I tried to do things in 2020 was before the pandemic happened, and it just didn't work the way that I thought it was going to, and so I want to try to fix that this year. And initially I was going to go for just complete feedback from everyone, just kind of do what everyone was feeling. And I'm still looking for feedback on the ideas that I'm going to be sharing here. But for the most part, this is my channel. And so what I do is ultimately up to me, of course. And I do obviously want to make everybody happy, or try to, with whatever I'm going to be doing. So I guess the first thing, and I didn't want to script this. Initially I thought about doing that, and I've been trying to figure out the best way to talk about all this stuff. But I figured just kind of going in and just being real with you guys is the easiest way to do that. So first thing is, I really feel like I want to rebrand the channel, mainly the name, because this isn't what I initially planned for the channel, and it's not working out the way that I planned it when I made the channel 9 years ago. I initially thought of it as similar to a Vanoss type of thing, where me and a bunch of my friends record videos, gaming videos, and put them on the channel, and that just didn't happen. My friends growing up were not as interested in filming videos themselves and content themselves and putting them on the channel. So that didn't really work out that well. And honestly, I was missing a lot of trendy stuff, whether it was not Game of Thrones, GTA funny moments videos, gaming commentaries, glitch videos, whatever it was, montages, all that. I was missing those by a couple months, the buzz around them. So none of those really took off. And the only thing that really took off initially was the Walking Dead reactions. And I definitely don't want to stop doing reactions. There's a lot of shows that I started recently that I absolutely love, and I want to keep going. And so I've been getting a lot of comments about those lately, asking if I was still continuing them. Yes, I'm still continuing Atypical, I'm still continuing the 100, and I'm still continuing Vikings. Don't worry. But I need to restructure the way that I was doing them, because it was just not working and just not feasible with the way that I am able to manage my time with work. And I'm going to try to not talk about or complain about work as much anymore, because I know that has to get tiresome for people that just come to see the reactions and videos. They don't want to hear about that kind of stuff. So if you guys do want to hear about that kind of stuff, I can make separate videos or posts about that, but I'm going to try to leave that out for the most part going forward, and just kind of keep this as its own thing. So as far as the videos go, if any of you are familiar with the channel Hogwarts Reacts, they did a very well structured upload schedule for Game of Thrones and Lost, where they recorded a significant amount of both of those series in advance and then edited them over time, and that allowed them to, I guess, have a definitive set schedule to upload them all the way through almost to the end. And I would ultimately like to try to do that for my 3 shows. One of them is significantly shorter, and that's atypical. There's only about 15 or 16 episodes left that I need to watch, and in total, that's, as far as watching goes, maybe 8 or 9 hours. That's not that long. And then we have Vikings and the 100, which are both well over 100 episodes from what I understand total. And I still have quite a bit to go with those. I finished season 1 of the 100. I did watch the season 2 premiere, but I haven't dove through season 2 yet. And with Vikings, I'm about halfway through season 2, I believe. Yes. So my plan for this is that I know it's going to take some time to get a stockpile of them edited and ready to go, but I want to get to the point where once I start uploading them on a schedule, I don't have to stop really until I'm done. And I know that that's not ideal for everybody, but I feel like for the majority of people that would be the best way to do things, because if I just started uploading them sporadically just whenever I could, I mean, if you guys express overwhelming support for wanting that over getting it to a point where I have a consistent schedule that I will be able to upload them weekly and you can expect them at a certain day every week, then I can change it based on the feedback on this. But my plan at the moment is to get a massive stockpile of all of the shows and then set a schedule and stick to it and not have to worry about it. And it's going to take some time to get that on track. But once I do, my hope is that I can be far enough ahead that I won't feel overwhelmed with the video editing, especially since the Walking Dead shows are going to be coming back this year, and there's going to be 3. There's going to be the main show, there's going to be Fear, and there's going to be World Beyond. And that's going to be a lot too, and those I have to do like live. So it's a lot. But that brings me to Patreon. I am going to likely be restructuring that as well, because I definitely, given what I thought it initially was going to be, considering all of my other shows, or the new shows, not new anymore, it just didn't work out that well. So I'm likely going to be tweaking the tiers on that in the coming weeks. And I would say either for the beginning of February or 100% March. But I would like to get that set up at least by February, preferably, because that would allow me to kind of start pumping out content that way. And I don't, at least at the moment, plan to make anything 100% Patreon exclusive yet. And that might come to pass at some point in the future, whether it's, you know, shows that just keep getting copyrighted and there's just not much I can do about it, because I don't really have a ton of time to re-edit videos. So if they get claimed and I don't get through the first dispute or two, I don't really have a ton of time to re-edit stuff. So that's what I ended up having to do with Stranger Things. I reacted to the second and third season, and almost every episode got blocked. So I ended up just making one video that I put a link to the folders that just had all the cut reactions up on, it was either, I think, Google Drive or whatever. But there's a video on the channel that has links, so you can go watch all of those if you want for free. And so with the tiers that I have currently, I'm planning on keeping some of them the same, but adding not quite a few, but I'm tweaking the lower ones and making it more accessible and more realistic, because we're in a pandemic. Not everybody's working, and I get that. And this is more about just people being able to see stuff if they want to see it, and see it early if they want to see it early. But again, I'm probably going to be changing the name for the Patreon to do something with the channel as well. And the $10 one, which was for the full and uncut ones, I'm probably going to keep that as if you want to watch the videos the second that I record them. So if I do like a weekend binge and finish, half a season or a whole season of something, if people want to watch that right when I'm done with it, that's what that tier is going to be for. and then I'm going to have other tiers that are lower that are going to be on a very set schedule, or at least that's the goal. Unless you guys want me to completely tweak the whole Patreon thing for that and change the way that I do that, I'm open to suggestions. So I'm definitely going to have some much, much lower ones, though, for, you know, getting them early, like having like a 3 to 5 or something that's like, oh, if you want it, you know, like a week or so or two or whatever early, then that's for that. And then I was thinking of doing one to get the uncut ones early as well on a schedule, but not immediately when I record them, because there could be times where I'm recording stuff and it doesn't get edited down for a month or two. And so I hate to just be sitting on footage all the time. So I really like to try to edit it as soon as I can afterwards, but that doesn't always happen. So I know that's a lot of information, but I just figured I owed you guys an update at this point. And also, I haven't been streaming a bunch because I had a lot of computer techie things I was trying to work out. And also, yeah, my headset's broken right now, so I need to buy a new one. And no, that didn't happen from raging, unfortunately. And if it did, I would have hoped to get it on video. I'm in the process of trying to work out some collabs and stuff, whether it's for gaming stuff, streaming, whatever, but ultimately I'm going to try to keep the same day of the week schedule going with the new shows moving forward. So we'll have a typical Friday, we'll have 100 Wednesdays, and we'll have Viking Mondays. That's pretty much what it's going to be once I get back on track with everything. And then the Walking Dead shows, I'll probably, depending on how AMC Premiere or Plus does it, if they release the episodes early, I'll try to watch them Friday or Saturday and get them up on Patreon then, and then have them go live on Sundays when the episode airs. So that's probably how I'll end up doing that if you guys are Walking Dead people. And if you guys want me to do more gaming stuff, I do really love doing that, and I have a bunch of stuff for it. So I really want to get into that more as well, whether it's just, you know, casual, just chill streams while playing Minecraft with some friends, or hopping in a Discord playing Cards Against Humanity, stuff like that. I'm all for it, because there's some people that I've been talking to on Discord and playing games with, whether it's, you know, Realm Royale or Minecraft or Among Us or whatever. I'm not as big of a fan of Among Us because I've only played it a couple times and I'm a real bad liar, so I don't know about that. But Minecraft, totally down to just like chill with that, or just casually stream Minecraft or zombies on Call of Duty or whatever. But so the next TV show reaction video, if all goes well, that will be going up is the 100 Season 2 premiere. And that will be up on a Wednesday. And I'm not going to say what Wednesday, because I don't know yet, because I want to make sure that once I start back with it, that I have a set schedule, I'm ready to go. But I might do the 100 Season 2 premiere and then the next Atypical episode to finish off a week, because the last one I uploaded from the new shows was a Vikings video, and so then it would be the 100 and Atypical, and then we'd be back to reset on a Monday to start everything else. So I might do that, where like before the end of January, I might do, you know, the Season 2 premiere and then an episode of Atypical, and then keep the binging going, get, you know, record, and then get a huge stockpile and start just editing my ass off in February to try to start getting things rolling, so that by the end of this year, I could be, for the most part, well, okay, to be fair, if I was doing one a week, which is likely what it would be at a certain point, I'm not going to finish the shows by the end of the year, but hopefully be at least 3 or 4 seasons in by the end of the year, which is ambitious because I know that they up themselves to 20 something episodes, I think. So I might only be able to get through like season 3 or so, maybe 4. I don't know when it goes to the extra episodes, but regardless, I love all of you very much. And 2020 was a rough year for all of us. I hope you're all doing well. And as far as the channel rebranding goes, I was thinking Jack's World, kind of like a parody on Wayne's World or something like that. I don't know. Initially, I was thinking Gingerly Autistic, but I feel like YouTube might not be a fan of that, and that might get me demonetized, so I might not want to do that. I definitely feel like I want to stray from having the word react or reaction in it, because initially I was thinking Jack Reacts. That sounds cool, but I have like a playlist or like a series on my channel that's Jack Reacts to whatever, and it's like stuff that's not TV shows, and so I might just keep that as its own thing. But if anyone else has any other ideas for channel rebranding names that isn't complicated, because I feel like Group of Gamers Inc. 194, it's a mouthful, and it ran its course, and before the growth happens to where a lot of people know that as the name, I want to get it to a name that I like more than that. I don't dislike the name, but I'm also in the process of creating a new intro, because that's I do like the intro, and that's one of the things. I don't want to change the name until I have a new intro. So I'm working on making a new intro, but it's not always easy. So yeah. So that was a lot of information, and I hope you all watched to the end, because it's not a reaction, but it's very informative, and I'm hoping that this can kind of put people at ease. I'm not giving up on the shows, not quitting the channel, nothing. Just was working a lot of overtime at the end of the year, and things just got really crazy, and I just got very overwhelmed, and I couldn't keep up a good sleep schedule and recording and editing and all this stuff. And then I was having, I was upgrading stuff on my computer, having issues with other stuff, and it was just a lot. And then I went on vacation, which was so nice, and I really needed that. So I'm home from that now, though, and I'm trying to get back into things and just make 2021 a better year. So that's the other thing. I want to be ambitious this year. And I want to say that before the 10-year anniversary of creating this channel, mind you, my 10-year anniversary of making videos on YouTube has gone and passed. It had passed a year or two ago. But this channel, the 10th anniversary, is Christmas this year. I want to be ambitious. I want to try to hit 10K subs before the 10-year anniversary of this channel, or by the 10-year anniversary of creating this channel. Channel's 10th birthday, 10K subs. I think that'd be pretty dope. So I think we can do it if I dive into the thick of it with these shows and keep pumping these videos out. I think we can do that. So Reader's Digest stuff. I'm going to try to do a channel rebrand, mainly the name. I'm going to try to get a stockpile of episodes up for the 3 shows I was watching that I started last year in a Hogwarts Reacts fashion, where I watch most of the show and then edit them down and get them ready to upload so that I can have a consistent schedule that they're going up, where people don't have to wait a month or so for episodes from those shows. That's not going to be easy, and it might not happen right away, but just keep in mind that I will be working on that, and I will be adjusting my Patreon accordingly with that. I'm going to try to have videos going up as soon as I record them for the uncut higher one, and then I'm going to have much lower ones set for getting them out on a set schedule. And Logan from Simple Reactions is a big a big inspiration for that, because he's on top of things with his advanced scheduling and prep. So thank you, Logan. And I'm going to try to be working with some of my other YouTube, Twitter mutual reaction friends to figure out the best way to get that done. That was a lot. There were no cuts there. Nothing. Didn't take a drink of water. Nada. So, if you guys are excited for 2021 and the new things to come, smash that like button. Why not? Where's my button? That was easy. I was gonna say, better not be broken. But yeah. All that being said, love you all. Hope you're doing great. Staying warm. Being safe in these crazy times. And this has been Jack. And I'm out. Peace. Bye.